Do you know about bugs? What are they called? Bug
chasers.
Bug chasers. Do you know what a bug chaser is?
Don't know what that is.
Dude, it's this weird like corner of the gay community. These guys who are like super into hunting for a quote unquote pause load.
Come on.
And they do like the most like degrading, like nasty multiple sex partner things to get I wish Taylor was here because he puts on like a really creepy voice and reads
like free bleeding. I think this is some bullshit.
No, this is real.
Wow.
Yeah, Kyle has a weird way of finding these weird decrepit things.
So they want to get a virus load. They want to get a virus load.
Yeah,
they're bug chasers. They really want to get a pause load.
And it is a whole nother group of men who are into delivering that pause load. They are bug deliverers. But see, they don't even. But see, just like as we can all attest, cross lovers, they're not interested in one another because the guy who wants to deliver a pause load wants an unwanting subject. He wants to quote unquote stealth someone,
right?
Just when he secretly removes a condom and give them that pause load. That's how he gets his rocks off,
right?
But so he has no interest in this guy over here who's like, give it to me, all of them. Yeah. That's
got to be a criminal thing.
Yeah, in most places.
Not in California, apparently.
I think in California, no.
I think you could just, you could have
purposely infect somebody.
Yeah, and not be convicted of anything.
I think I read recently that because we were joking about this. This is a joke I tell at parties. It goes over well.
At parties.
They're not popular. But we were looking at that, and I thought I looked it up, and now that is a crime. If at one point it wasn't.
Really? Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh shit! They reduced it though.
Ground son-in-law's bill, which reduces penalties for knowingly exposing a sexual partner to HIV under current law. Yeah. It's a felony offense, punishable by 3 to 8 years in prison.
That seems light.
Well, it's no longer
Jerry Brown.
Sentence,
that's a while ago.
It's no longer a death sentence, is it?
No, not at all.
The old days.
But neither is hepatitis, and I don't want that shit either.
Prep with prep.
But I'm saying that's why it's not as long as the term is not as long as you would think.
But I grew up in the 90s, dude. You're not going to change my mind about this shit, okay? I remember Magic. I saw those infomercials, okay? Where that little star went across the screen with the rainbow behind it.
I grew up in the 80s. I remember Ryan White dying.
Yeah.
Bro, trust me.
Yep.
The 80s were worse.
Who died?
Ryan White, the little kid with
you're missing my
hemophilia.
point. You lived in the 80s. I got the media that developed in the 80s.
Arthur Ashe,
in the 90s.
the tennis
we
player.
were terrified. I still am.
Freddie Mercury is the one that I.
Freddie Mercury is huge, man.
Yeah.
Nothing though, man. When fucking Rock Hudson,
yeah,
that was the tipping
that
point
changed
right
everything.
There. No one cared because we heard in the news. It's like, well, I hear Haitians get it, and it's like, oh, it's the gay cancer, and it's this and it's that, and everyone's like,
drug users.
All right, that's good. Drug use, intravenous drug use. Like, I don't care. I'm fucking whatever. And then Rock Hudson came out for an appearance at something. He looked like walking death.
Skin and bones. Yeah.
And everyone went, oh, shit, what's this AIDS thing?
Because everybody thought he was straight.
You know another
jokes, they buried him. They buried him with his ass up, so his friends could. Whatever. He died of food. Yeah, Rock Hudson died of food poisoning, bad meat in the can. They were all dude, I'm just telling you what these horrible people said during the whole AIDS crisis. It was horrible.
One that's really heavy with me. Do you guys might be young enough that this was MTV Road Rules. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the Real World and shit like that.
Yep.
They had an AIDS victim on the Real World.
Is that what they call him?
Yeah, they called them AIDS victims, I think, at the time.
No, his name he was a Spanish kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to know his name?
Buck, I don't want you putting your finger in the peanut butter and eating it.
Yeah, there was this guy named Puck who had no social
Puck was
grace.
just a piece of shit. He was a bike messenger asshole. And he'd always, there was a girl there. Actually, the girl on there, I think, is on Fox News now.
But she's hot.
Yeah. And she was on Real World, and he used to go, he'd be like, hey, how you doing, Chubbs? and she'd be like, "Don't call me that." He goes, I see you putting on a few. He was the biggest fucking asshole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Pedro
slick.
Zamora.
Pedro Zamora.
But wait, he didn't like the AIDS guy eating peanut butter
he
with
was
his
so
Reverse.
politically incorrect about it for the time, and this was like weird because everyone that watched that and saw Pedro had AIDS was like, "Oh my God, he's shaving! Oh my God!" And MTV fucked with it too. They showed him at one point in the bathroom shaving, and they played some ominous music. Like, oh no, look at, don't let him bleed on you. So they kind of played it also. And again, with the time it was, people really weren't very, I don't know, tolerant of shit like that. And, you know, everyone was fine. He was a good enough guy. He was very charitable. Pedro was a good character on that and shit. And, you know, he was a gay guy. He got AIDS.
Hygiene. He was a good roommate.
Dude,
aside from the AIDS
and
thing.
he took care of himself. Like he knew it.
You know what? Here's what I want.
To eat right and take care of himself.
I've been watching MasterChef with Gordon Ramsay, and they basically, you know that game Guess Who or whatever, where you're like, does he have a hat? Does he have a mustache? they do that when they cast this show of like 25 fucking wackadoo looking motherfuckers.
Oh God.
And I think that it would be amazing if they put a fucking AIDS person on there though, because they're cutting themselves all the time while they're cooking, and the judges have to eat right after.
Gosh.
And like I've seen so many cuts like. That would really up the tension in the show.
That's so think about that. Should you maybe not be a chef if you have AIDS or HIV?
Medic! Yeah, they yell
sure
medic, and the medical crew comes over and goes,
Hey, well, that's why they started wearing gloves.
Yeah, no
That's when they
shit. A lot of times,
yeah,
everything like
they should wear fucking gloves. I think it's.
They didn't, but I'm saying they didn't wear
without gloves.
They didn't wear them. I'm saying EMTs didn't wear gloves before the AIDS.
They get right to wear gloves for when they get to the hospital.
Oh.
The doctors wear and it was more for the protection of the patient that you don't get bacteria in any overfood. But yeah, it became that. It got to the point where they put those masks with the breathing thing to do artificial respiration during CPR. And people were just like, I ain't fucking touching that.
Yeah.
Shit.